Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today we are going to study about one of the most important bacteriology of microbiology, which is called Treponema Pallidum. And this is the lecture one about the Treponema Pallidum, in which we will study about the important points regarding the Treponema Pallidum, their epidemiology, its transmission, and how they cause disease, i.e., their pathogenesis, and how they cause diseases. So let's start. So talking about the disease caused by Treponema pallidum, so it causes disease called syphilis, which may be acquired or congenital, in which in about this we'll study about in the coming lectures. So talking about its morphology of the Treponema pallidum. Morphologically, it is a spirochete, meaning that it has thin walled, it is flexible, having spiral shaped, and the most important point is that it is motile. You can see the spiral shaped and the flexible palm of the Treponema pallidum in this slide. The fourth point is that it is motile, meaning that it can move, and it is due to this axial filament, also called periplasmic flagella. As you can see it in this slide, is called the periplasmic flagella under the outer sheet. This is the outer sheet, and this is the axial filament or periplasmic flagella, and due to this periplasmic flagella, the Treponema pallidum moves. The other important point regarding Treponema pallidum that it grows very slowly. The third important point is that this is non-encapsulated, but the outer sheet is present. As you can see in this slide, the outer sheet has no capsule, but it has an outer sheet. As you can see, this is the outer sheet. The fourth important point that it cannot be grown on the bacteriological media, and there are some reasons which I found wandering on the internet, and one of the important reason that it requires a great deal of water to reproduce, which ordinary bacteriological media does not contain. The second point that it is unable to use carbohydrates as an energy source. The third point that it lacks the genes required for the TCA cycle and the oxidative phosphorylation, so it can't be grown on the bacteriological media. And the last important point that it requires extremely low temperature. And at this extremely low temperature, as we have already discussed, that great deal of water is needed, but at this extreme low temperature, the water freezes. So these are some points which I found on the internet, due to which the Treponema pallidum cannot be grown on the bacteriological media. If you know any other point, any valid reason regarding this, so you can mention it in the comments below. Now talking about the transmission and epidemiology of Treponema pallidum. So this Treponema pallidum causes disease only in human, and it is found only in the human, and there is no animal reservoir, i.e., they cannot be transmitted from the animal into the humans. And now talking about its transmission, so they can be transmitted from the spirochete containing lesions by contact from the infected fragment woman to fetus from the infected from the pregnant woman who is infected to the fetus to cause congenital cycles, and through the blood transfusion in the early cycles. Now coming towards the pathogenesis, that how the Treponema pallidum cause diseases. So they do not produce any type of exotoxin, endotoxin, or enzymes. They cause disease mainly by infecting the endothelium of the small blood vessels, which cause an cause an arthritis, causing the infecting the endothelium of small blood vessels, causing an arthritis, i.e., inflammation of the endothelium of the blood vessels, so damaging the blood vessels and compromising the blood supply to organs. The other mechanism by which it causes disease is due to the infiltration of the macrophages against the Treponema Pallidum, and this macrophages cause inflammation and thus causing damage to the infected area.